All right, what up? Peace, peace, peace. Hopefully y'all is well with y'all. Hopefully the Most High in your house y'all is blessing y'all day. Um, just want to get into something real quick. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's kind of going to that. Cause I just mentioned in the last video I did about Jacob's trouble. You know, or things in nature, or like cause I talked about this in past, man. Cause a lot of times our people like the extravaganza, with like uh, um, the big the big things that were his, because we're that's a gift. I always say that's a gift and a curse, because the Most High is like that, but he's very like because our people are very histrionic, very theatrical. But the Most High, I wouldn't say that, because like a lot of times when you say that, people think over dramatic, which the Most High is not. But he's full of like when he does like shows power. He's very very greatness, very powerful, very very terrible, I should say. In that, and it's not terrible as bad, but like terrible as in full of power, like wow, this wondrous works. Like you can see his works every day, man. But but yeah, man, that's just it. And the Most High is like, shoot, actually, he does it just like what Masan says. He does his judgment little by little. Like this book is like that's just what it is too. But he's balanced. He's a balanced God as well, man. In the simplicity of things, man, mastering the basics. And shout out to brother Simply Firstborn, because I didn't look at this account in a minute, but but I thought about this like when I read the account, man. When I was reading Kings, like about last year or something like that. When I read this account, man, I was like, listen, man, he was because a lot of times like this is the basics, man. That's just the Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off, man. It's the basics, man. That's because a lot of times like even how Shah said to like to Yahushua said to the disciples, man, they like the disciples actually Yahushua, what do we do to get saved? He said, just believe on me. They was expecting like shout out to brother call me Mashah. I think I said, brother, I get your name wrong all the time, my bad. But because a lot of times they was just looking for some great, some deep, some great answer or something like that, and it's really the basics, man. That's why whoever is great, or whoever has like a long history of greatness, long resume of greatness, man, they master the basics, man. It's always like master the basics, man. It's like going to the gym or at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock constantly, man. Why, like I said this too all the time, man, because that's what made the Patriots so great, or the Spurs so great, man. Because if you watch them, it really wasn't always like they wasn't probably the most talented or the most like skills, like no, they were the most skilled, but they weren't the most talented, the most like flashy the teams watching that. But they just had the basics, the system that they had, like the Tom Brady's, the Tim Duncan's, that's why people personally cause that's why people like a lot of times will prefer to watch a Kobe Bryant over rather than the Tim Duncan, man, because Kobe well, Michael Jordan had both, man. He had the skill, and Kobe was skilled too, and he had the flash to his game, and he had to he had to like the flash to things to his game, but also like he had the skill, the basics, the fundamentals too. Kobe had that too, but watching like a Tim Duncan per se, like yeah, man, that's just it was pure skill, and he mastered the basics. Also, like I always said, like on the in the NFL and why they had the list of top 10 wide receivers of the 2000s, man. They had Marvin Harrison. I always laugh with him, man, because I heard stories about him. He from Philly, but has number one, man. But if you think about it, during that time period, man, like he was playing, but it was the simplicity, it was the basics, man. It was the he just came in and doing his job, like and he was the most consistent. Because a lot of times people that master basics, they're the most consistent, man. Because because he played in the era with the T.O.'s and the Randy Mosses and the Steve Smith, the Chad Johnsons, the Ochocinco's, the flashy, like the lively, the extroverted, the receivers, like to the game. But but he just came in, was quiet, the quiet assassin, man. He was the most. If you look at the numbers, he was the most consistent. So I could see. I mean, he could argue other people for number one, but I see why they gave him number one. But two was just like mastering the basics, like because a lot of times people like extravagant, like spectacles, like the wow of things. But a lot of times it's the basics, man. But I say it to say, man. Let me get this in second. And that transfers a lot of times to this to this walk as well, because yeah, man, because a lot of times, like, shout out to brother Kwame Call again, man, because like we focus, like, we could, a lot of times, even me, like, could focus on a lot on, like, outer prophecy when we can neglect inner prophecy, which is most important, man, because all this stuff can happen. All this stuff in the world can happen. This nation is warned against this nation. The food shortages, concentration, all this stuff can happen, man. But the Most High is gonna want to know where your spirit is, man. Like, where you standing at, and then who are you, man? That's just is what it is, man. Because but I say that to say, man, it's really mastering the basics, man. Because let's get this in Second Kings. Let's get an example of this in Second Kings, chapter 5, real quick, man. Because honestly, this is when the Assyrian, he was looking to get healed, man. But what Elisha told him, man, he was kind of like disappointed in that, man. But let me grab this, man. Second Kings chapter 5 verse 10. It says Second Kings, y'all can read the whole like chapter by yourself on your own time in the whole account. But it says Second Kings chapter 5, I'll start verse 9. So Naaman came with his horses, with his chariot, and stood at the door of the houses of Elijah, at the house of Elisha. And verse 10, and Elisha sent a messenger unto him, saying, Go wash in Jordan 7 times. Yeah, 7 times is very key, like completion 7 times. Then we march around Jericho 7 times, and 7 trumpets. And 7 is really key. Completion is really key number in the scriptures. But let me verse 10, it says, and Elisha sent the messenger unto him, saying, Go wash in Jordan 7 times, and thy flesh shall come again unto thee. Verse 11, here's the key point. But Naaman was wroth, and went away, and said, Behold, I thought he would surely come out to me, and stand and call on the name of the Lord his God, and strike his hand over the place, and recover the lepers. So see, the same example of what I was going into, man. Naaman wanted some big theatrical extravaganza, spectacle, signs and wonders and things of that nature, man. But it's the simplicity of things, man. The Elijah said, no, let's wash 7 times. That's it, man. That's just is what it is, man. That's just what it is, man. It was the simplicity of it, man. That's just really what it is. Actually, let me grab this in Ecclesiastes real Ecclesiastes also real quick, man, because it's the basics, man. Let's get this. That's what it says. 3 and 21. It says, Seek not out things that are too hard for thee, neither search out things that are above thy strength. Yeah, man. Verse 22, because this is what Elisha was kind of getting that to him. It says, But thou was commanded of thee, think thereupon with reverence, for it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes things that are in secret. Okay, I'm gonna touch on this scripture in the later on. But yeah, man, it's just the basic of things, man. Like increasing your faith, following the commandments, man. That's just it, man. But yeah, man. But notice how it says the mom was raw, and and because he's looking at something like what he wanted something with a great spectacle, great extravaganza, great things, but it really was a simple thing. I just go wash sometimes, man. And it's like the word washes you, man. That's just is what it is, man. Because a lot of times when a lot of brothers can attest to this as well. A lot of times, when we first come into come into knowledge, man, come into the word, man, we kind of want to go into end time prophecy, because this happened to me. I want to go to end time prophecy, this and that, man. But shout out to Bro Yahweh all and other brothers who said this. Nice and no message. Go study the beginning, man. Learn the basics, man. Learn the foundation, man. Learn the basics. Learn how to love your brother. Learn how to have faith in the Most High Yahushua, man. Learn how to forgive. That's why walking got Galatians 5:22-23, the fruits of the spirit, man. Walk in love, that. That's because if you don't have that, let me grab this real quick, man. 1 Corinthians 13, real quick. Kill off that old man. 1 Corinthians 13. It's crazy. I was just talking about this with a brother the other day, man. He said, 13:3 says, and I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and I have not charity, it profits me nothing. Yeah, man. So that's it, man. And even Sirach 19:24 says, listen, you can know all the deep breakdowns, but you can still, if you don't have your love for the Most High, your house, or don't love your brother, because the extent you love your brother, you don't love them. But um, you can know all the deeper stuff like that, but if you wicked as hell, it don't really mean nothing as well. I was actually talking about that with another brother the other day, man. So, she was listening to Job. Actually, no, let me get that. No, let me get that Job, man. Job, man, 10. Let me see that real quick. This is going for me as well, man. Yeah, Job chapter 10, verse 15. It says, If I be wicked, woe unto me, and if I be righteous, yet will I not lift up my head. I am full of confusion. Therefore, therefore see thou my affliction. So yeah, man. It says, listen, if I'll be wicked, woe unto me, man. So yeah, man, you can know all the deep stuff, man. But if you're not right inwardly, man, that's what it is. But yeah, man. Okay, but let me read this one more time. 2 Kings, real quick. It says, 2 Kings chapter 5 and 11. It says, and Naaman was wroth and went away, and behold, I thought, he will surely come out to me and stand, and he will call on the name of the Lord his God and strike his hand over the place and recover the leper. So yeah, he wanted something deep, something great, man. It was really basic, man. I remember this thing taking me back to like 2008, man. Like my first time actually, when I went to Florida, man, with my family, man. You know what? And I was so disappointed, man, because you know what? I was confused, but it was, now think about it, I had a good time there too. Now think about it, man, because we went to Universal Studios, and I thought we was going like Disneyland and stuff like that, because I wanted to see all the wonders, to get on the rides, actual rides, things of that nature. I wanted to do all that. So I was really pretty much like, yeah, man, my brother and my sister, we was all disappointed, man, but we ended up having just a good time. Now think about it, it was a great time, man, because but Universal Studios is kind of like, it's like more of it's more of like, it's not really mechanical ride. It's more like the 3D rides pretty much, but you're using your imagination. Like, that's the thing too. You gotta like imagine as if you were there pretty much. Like, after you gotta make the very much, man. That's what make that studio so great and that experience so great, because you had to improvise. You had to make the best of what you got. And I notice now, especially because I worked in schools past year. I notice now a lot with this youth now. They don't know how to improvise, know how to make fun out of things, man. And part of it is too. They got the tablets now. They got all electronics, man. So they're used to those things, man. Because you're used to most of those things. And me growing up, even generations before me growing up, man. Like, we know how to make things fun, man. You know how to make things good, man. You know how to make things pop, man. Because I remember earlier in the school year, my students, they went to a trip, and they went to the to a museum, whatever, Academy of Natural Sciences, and they were talking about how much it was boring and things of that nature. I was looking at them, I was like, damn, man, it's a different generation, because they don't know how to make things fun, man. They don't know how to enjoy things, how to make things. Because like me growing up now, like, man, me growing up during the time we grew up, man, like, I'm sure y'all brothers and sisters grew up, man, like stuff like that, man. We know how to make something like that fun. We know how to improvise things of that nature, man. That's a little aside, but I noticed that too with this generation now, man, too. But now thinking back on it, man, it's actually a great time, man. Like, and that goes with thankfulness as well, man, because yeah, man, but it was great, man. I had a good time thinking about it, man, because they had the Twister based off the Hurt. They had something. Then they had the Simpsons ride, the Jimmy Neutron ride, man. But now, think about it now. I was like, looking back at it now, I was like, yeah, man, that was a good time, man. And but that all goes into like the simplicity of things, man. Because Universal Studios, something like that, man, it's like you're not getting on the big, like, rides you've been at Disney World or at Six Flags or Dorney Park or per se or something else at another amusement park, man. But it's just like you're using like you're just going to give. It's going to take what you got, man, and improvise off that, man. And that's just what it is, man. Sometimes you gotta love the simplicity of things, man. Just love that, Yeah, man, that's it. It's like, that's why I even like, that's why I don't see like, I'll do the prophecy, of course, to a degree, but that's why you don't see a lot of times like, children playing outside. I was thinking about this earlier, man. I don't remember like, the last time I actually seen like, little girls like double dutch or things of that nature, or they at the course playing basketball, things of that nature. One, I mean, I get his prophecy. Things are the world's waxing evil and evil, and violence is increasing day to day, man, because it's not safe. But yeah, man, it's just like or even like a lot of times I'll ask my students like if they're involved in anything, man. That's crazy. I was talking about that with that Edomite lady of a few days ago, man. It's just like that's just part of it too, man. And we used to actually talk about this too, like how to improvise and things of that nature, man. But yeah, man, but this all spiritual as well. Being spiritual is all about like the basic of things, man. Like um, yeah, man. That's just is what it is, man. Um, uh, it's one for within even in this captivity, it's a gift, and it's a punishment, and it's a gift, man. Because you know what, a lot of times like we kind of focus on like it's nothing wrong with that, the customs and culture that the Most High did give us, in certain things. But it's good that we know, because with even being in this captivity, He's showing us how to master the basics, which is that's why the ultimate work is this, man. Um, because I mentioned early John 6:29, real quick. Oh shit. John 6:29 says, this Yahweh shall answer this and said unto him, this is the work of Yahweh, that then ye believed on him whom he sent. And now of course we're gonna do like works, like works, of course you gotta do works, of course, but that's the ultimate work, man, is believe in me. That's it. Like of course, like second letters 9 and 7, James says, people are works. Of course you're gonna do works, but that's not even like Paul says, listen, that's not gonna get thing that's gonna get you saved, man. It's your faith, man. It's just simply as that, man. That's what it is, man. That's why that then that comes with spiritual maturity as well, like because that's the part of some things like our brothers and sisters in Christianity or other denominations missing. They're missing like, okay, it's the work, but you also do need to follow His commandments and His instruction. But yeah, man, you can't be mad at those people because about the faith. That's all it's about, man. It's believing on Him, but not in the aspect of how they say believe. Because like no, just say you believe and do what you want. No, that's not it. But it is. That's what it's about too. That's the simplicity of it. Let me get 2 Corinthians, and I'm gonna hit this. No, let me get Wisdom Solomon and go with 2 Corinthians, man. Because I was actually yeah, man. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 1. It says, "Love righteousness, ye that be judges of the earth. Think of the Lord with a good heart, and in simplicity of heart seek Him." So it says, "In simplicity of heart seek Him." Yeah, yeah, man. That's just it. Is what it is, man. So, 2 Corinthians 11 in verse 4, man. It says in verse 3, I'm sorry. So, but I fear lest any by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Christ. Yeah, the simplicity, man. That's just the simplicity that's in Hamashiach, man. The simplicity that's in Yahushua, man, Christ, man. That's it, man. Some simple things, man. Just the simple things, man. Seriously, man. Because simplicity, a lot of times people that are more, their master basis, man. It lasts a long time, man. Whatever field you in, man. Because the simplicity of things, that's just what it is, man. So yeah, man. It's not always because how I said in the mom, and he thought what he thought. Like sometimes like and that's just is what it is, man. Because certain times like that's why sometimes like lowering your expectations for things, or and sometimes like we all heard this, man. Life is, and things in life isn't going to always go how you thought or how you planned, man. So that's why it's alright, cool. That's just is what it is, man. How you thought things were gonna go, but rather than how they went, man. It's okay. You know, that's what it is. My pop told me that. Sure, all y'all told you that, man, because you get things in your mind. You know, and at the end of the day, that's what understanding and the focusing on things being the Lord's will, man. Because the Lord's will, He'll see fit, man. I was actually talking about this with my brother the other day, man. Because you know what? Because he's going through this thing right now, you know, it's because he's an artist. So I'm like, listen, man, like, you know, things aren't going through it for you think right now, and I know you're going to put it into work, and you are going to put into work, man, but honestly, man, when you reach that level, Lord willing, you know, the most I see fit, man, you're going to appreciate it really, really, really even more, man, because, you know, yeah, I was talking about this, like, you know, like, yeah, I was talking about this, like, you know, you might reach that level, like you might reach the level that you want to reach, but you know it's not gonna be the level that you thought in your mind. But you're gonna look at it, you know, and that's what Philippians talking about being content, whatever stage you're in. It's like, no, it wasn't. Damn, I just said this verbatim. I was like, no, it wasn't what I expected and what I thought it was gonna be. But you know what? I can live with this. You know what? I reached my peak. I reached my plateau with this. I'm comfortable with this. I'm content with this, man. You know, it's fine. It wasn't really what I had set out to do, but this is a lot that the Lord gave me. He's like, you know what? Okay, I can do with this. That's fine, man. Because honestly, man, because the Most High, you don't want that. Like that's why the Most High doesn't give everything that we want, man. Because it could be for our own destruction too, man. So yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. But hopefully it's edifying, man. Let's spread the love, man. Let's increase in our faith, man. You know, hopefully the about our mercies, like you know, by His mercies you aren't consumed, man. So hopefully the Most High and house shall keeps blessing y'all, man. You and y'all loved ones, man. You've been going through that tough time, man. You know, the Most High and house shall got y'all, man. You know, just stay in His word, man. Pray without ceasing. So, yeah, man. So peace.